Hello, it is Chris. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to be tapping into the energy of May and of Taurus season is what we're looking at. We're going to start out with a general overview. I'm going to tap into the energy of the collective that needs to receive this message the most, and I'm going to refer to my deck for some guidance that can maybe help us along our path. So with that, let's get started. What do we need to know for the end of May and of Taurus season? What do we need to know? What would be most helpful for us to know? Okay, right out the deck. It's always interesting to me when there are sequential numbers, and especially when it's the same suit. So in this case, I just pulled the 8 of Swords, followed immediately by the 9 of Swords. So the overall message for the end of May Taurus season, patience. Your mind is moving at a speed that is very impatient for the physical world to materialize what it is that you're looking for. The timeline that it needs to unfold is the timeline that it needs to unfold, and that is part of the surrender process and releasing control. So as I was delivering this message, I could feel my chest tense up, and I could feel pressure on my voice. So immediately, 8 of Swords, I think of feeling bound, of feeling like you don't know which way to go, you can't see, you feel stuck. 9 of Swords, you're up late worrying, anxiety, and it's a lot of overthinking. Swords is the mind, and sometimes the mind is the wrong tool for what we're trying to do. So for instance, when we are trying to surrender, the mind is not good at surrendering. The mind wants to know. The mind needs to know, because it thinks if it doesn't know, something bad's going to happen to it. And that's not always the case. Oftentimes, we don't even know what we don't know, and we end up okay. Or we think we know, and then we don't end up okay. So either way, you never really can know for sure, but when your mind wants certainty, wants to know, it creates a lot of misery in the in-between, and it really saps your joy in those smaller moments. Enjoying your cup of coffee, I'm pet sitting, petting the dog that's behind me that I have the pleasure of spending company with this weekend. I get to stay in this beautiful apartment while I watch this person's beautiful, beautiful beagle. Imagine if I was anxious about the other manifestations in my life that haven't come to pass in this present moment right now, but I know they already exist. I know it's coming. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to do anything. I just have to keep doing what I'm doing in this present moment as perfectly as possible. And by perfectly, I mean as presently as possible. Paying attention to it. Enjoying it as much as I can. Being with it. When I come across something unpleasant, accepting it. Moving with it. It's like when the waves pass over you, and just sometimes the wave hits you, and that's it. And that's all you need to know. You know it's coming, but you're fine. It just hit you. That was okay. 9 of Swords is like, oh my goodness, think of all the other times the waves hit me and how embarrassing that was and how much it hurt, but it forgets that you survived. And the 8 of Swords says like, oh, why did I even step foot in the water? Oh no, I shouldn't have come here. See, then I wouldn't have gotten hit by a wave. That energy is so unproductive and unhelpful. And I mean that in terms of your happiness. I don't mean that in terms of like gain in a material sense in your life. I mean in terms of just like your energy. It just zaps your energy. So that's the overall message for end of May and Taurus season. So with that, we're going to start off with Aries and begin tapping into individual energies for the rest of the season. Meet you there.